look at order of operations today. You can remember order of operations by a couple letters, and it is PEMDAS, or PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There's all kind of different ways to remember it, but it's really important to know what each of the letters stands for. So the P is for parentheses, the E is exponents, and I like to think of powers of 10 when we did powers of 10. It's that little number up next to your 10 that's telling you how many times you're multiplying 10 by itself. M is multiplication, D is division, A is addition, and S is subtraction. So this is the order of the steps that you take when you see a problem and it asks you to solve it with order of operations. You are always going to do parentheses first. You're always going to do all your exponents second. For multiplication and division and addition and subtraction, you're going to do either multiplication or division, whichever comes first, moving from the left to the right. And the same thing with addition and subtraction. They're together, whichever you see from the left to the right. Just like as you read a book, when you read your problem, it's whichever operation you see first. And this will make sense when we do some examples. So we're going to do 2 times 5 minus 8. So if we see our problem right here, first of all, if a number is right next to our parentheses like it is in this problem, that's the same thing as multiplying. So if you want to rewrite it so that it has a multiplication symbol there, you can. But if a number is right next to it, it's always going to be multiplication. Okay, so looking at our order of operations, we're going to follow through. So the first step is always parentheses. Do we have any parentheses in our problem here? Yes, we do. We have 5 plus 7. So we're going to solve this first. So 5 plus 7 is 12. And then I'm going to rewrite the rest of the problem. Now I have 2 times 12 minus 8. So I did my parentheses. Do I have any exponents? There's no exponents in this problem, so I'm going to skip that. Now I have multiplication or division from left to right. So reading the problem from left to right, I have a multiplication. I don't have any division, but I have multiplication. So I'm going to do 2 times 12, which is 24, and then I'm going to pull the rest of my problem down with it. Now I have 24 minus 8. Looking at the rest of my order of operations, I can do addition or subtraction, whichever comes first, and there's subtraction. So 24 minus 8 equals 16. So I know that my original equation, 2 times 5 plus 7 in parentheses minus 8 equals 16 using order of operations. Let's try one more just to make sure we've got it. So if we have 5 times 36 divided by 6 minus 27. Okay, looking at order of operations, we're going to start with our parentheses again. So our parentheses in this problem is 36 divided by 6. So I'm going to solve that. 36 divided by 6 is 6, and I'm going to copy the rest of my problem down. Okay, now I have 5 times 6 minus 27. The next step in order of operations is exponents, but again, I don't have any exponents, so I can keep moving. Now I have multiplication or division. Looking at my problem, I have a multiplication symbol, so I know I can solve that next. 5 times 6 is 30, and I'm going to copy down the rest of my problem. So I have 30 minus 27. And following the rest of my order of operations, I can do addition or subtraction, whichever one I see first. So I see subtraction, so 30 minus 27 is 3. So I know that using order of operations, 5 times 36 divided by 6 minus 27 equals 3. And that is order of operations. You just want to make sure that you come up with a way to remember those steps. You can say PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. There's all kind of ways you can think of a funny one. Just you got to remember those steps up there.